Hi, before we start this ASMR video, I'd like to thank all these members on my Patreon for their continued support. If you're looking for any content that I create on other platforms, check the link below. Now, let's get into the video. So you're here for the measurements of your body, are you? I know. The last couple people that I've been measuring seem to be quite fit individuals, but you actually have a very average body, and that's excellent. I never get to give measurements of an average body, and you have average shoulders, an average chest, stomach, legs, butt. But that's a good thing. Average is good. You have the normal body of a normal human. But let's let the measurements really speak to just how normal you really are. What's that? I do have a shirt on. Would it make you more comfortable if I will need you to remove your shirt in order to get, really skin tight measurements? Would it make you more comfortable if I didn't have mine on? That's okay. A lot of people that I measure in my gym find that it makes them more comfortable, so let's do that. There we go. Does that make you feel better? Perfect. So, like I said, I'll be measuring your shoulders, both of them. I'll be measuring the circumference of your biceps. That's right, both of them. Be measuring your chest, side to side, measuring your back, measuring your legs, measuring the circumference of your waist, etc., etc. Are you okay with that? Good. I always need to make sure that the consent is given by my client. So you consent to me putting my arms around you, measuring you with this measuring tape, and divulging your measurements to my data collection. Is that all right? Good. I also do need to get a photo of you, so just stand proud for me, please. Perfect. Thank you. So let's measure the circumference of your neck. Let's measure that girth. See how thick you really are. So we're just gonna... That's beautiful. If you were to guess what length, what girth size you are, what would you say? 6 inches. That would be a very tiny neck. Your circumference is a nice 15 and 3/4 of an inch. That's very, very average, and I love it. You should be proud. Let's do your shoulders side to side. So if you just stand there, just normal like this for me, just arms down by your side. Perfect. And it's just, here we go. Good, and just stand there for me, please. Okay, perfect. 28, 30. Now, has anyone ever taken your measurements before? No, that's totally fine. Perfect. So your shoulders, for reference, I'm quite a fit individual, so what I'll do is I'll show you mine the best that I can. I'm a little squeezed back, but you can see I'm starting at 1, and I end at roughly 21, but then if we go normal, so probably around 24 inches from shoulder cap to cap. And guess yours? 21. Your shoulders are perfect. Yes, you definitely can tell that you work out, but you don't overdo it, and you don't underdo it either. You have a nice body. Trust me. Look at it. Does it make you feel better if I say you have an average body? Don't say that about yourself. Your body is very average in a good way. It's in an excellent way. Beautiful. So let's do your chest. So if you an athletic person has in terms of a chest. I work my chest pretty hard. This is not to gloat. This is not to say I'm better than you in any way. It's just that I emphasize a lot of time on my chest. So let's wrap that around. That is a gold measuring tape. Whew. Really gets things. So as you can see, I have a chest of 43. 43-inch chest. Could I make it bigger? Of course. You can puff your chest out, but that's not what we're here for. We're here for flaccid, non-girthy, normal, non-pumped chest. And yours, what do you think it was? I'm 43. 39. That is a solid chest. And here you thought you didn't have a nice chest. Look at it. Look at those. Phenomenal. You should give yourself a round of applause. Perfect. Let's move down to your waist, okay? For example here, I know that my waist, I'm a solid. At this moment, it shows me as a 33. It's a little bigger for me. Yes, I'd like to. I've usually been a 32 my whole life, but you, my friend, are. What is this? Let's see. Would you look at that? You're a 34. Your waist is just 1 inch bigger than mine. I know it's hard to see when we get down to your legs, and you're more like hip height. We'll be able to look. So that's really, really, really good. You should be super proud of your average body. I'm very proud of it. Keep telling yourself this. Average is a good thing. Average means you are just like everyone else and you are doing well. Now, let's move down to your legs. All right, now that I'm down here, you look like you definitely work out with your legs. Look at them. They're extremely thick. There is some girth on your legs. So let's measure them. I'll go from the top, the inner groin, and then I'll do your knees, and then I'll do your calves. So let's see what we've got. Now, as reference, my quads are, let's see, it's been a while actually since I've done my quads. My quads are, oh, wrong side. There we go. Sorry about that. My quads are roughly 25.5 inches around. 2 feet. Yours are, wow, would you look at that? 23 inches. Phenomenal. You have a decent size quad. Now, let's make sure that the other side is symmetrical. You definitely want to have symmetrics on any muscle, but especially your legs. Just as I thought. The same measurements. So, let's do your calves, shall we? You don't mind if I get a little close to your calves? They're good. Or sorry, your kneecaps. Good. Equal kneecaps. It would be alarming if your kneecaps were a little different in terms of size. And let's do your calves. Beautiful calves that you have. Let's see here. Yeah, I know I'm pretty dang low here. Now, as reference, my calves were 16. So, what do you think yours were? 14-inch calves. That's incredible. Not only is would say though, you've almost got calves a little bit above average. Now I'm gonna get your waist one more time. That way I can just fully get around you there. There we go. Perfect. Excellent. Exactly what I thought it was. Let's head back up. Excellent. So, as you can tell, you have an average body, but it's perfectly okay to have an average body. You have what a lot of people strive for. So, be proud of yourself. I'm proud of you. And I hope that you come back in a couple months' time and we do this again and you impress yourself even more with the measurements that you have.